my life is in jeopardy right now. Right now. So what do I do? How do you help me at this particular moment right now to get out of danger at the family place?
Have you called us before, or is this your first time?
Well, I did have some unusual events that occurred when I stayed there at a location. They really were depriving me a lot of the benefits and played games with the housing and a lot of services. But it really got out of hand when a car sped up like it was going to hit me and they wouldn't render me any assistance or follow the protocol. So
Who was going to hit you?
I'm sorry?
You said who was going to hit you?
A car, I was crossing the street in front of their camera footage and the car sped up. A car sped up on their camera footage like it was going to hit me at your safe location. And a lot of unbelievable things occurred when I was at that safe location that I'd rather not talk about because I don't think people would believe it. So anyway, on the camera footage, the car sped up when I started crossing the street to get in the safe location. But what I'm confused about is why staff at an emergency safe location would cover for it. And they claim the police is involved in a lot of corruption. The police claim that the family place called them, but the police lie on these organizations and have these organizations cover for their crimes because it's intentional. So the police came and they would not get me into a safe environment like the protocol. You're supposed to find that party a safe environment, and they refused. They told the police escorted me to the Bridge homeless shelter instead of another domestic violence location, and I was terrified for my life. So then we go to the Bridge location, and the Bridge location denied me housing, and they bullied me and mistreated me there. So after the car sped up like it was going to hit me and being terrified, I was forced to sleep on the streets. So then I went to the Family Place Victims Intervention Program. The police showed up there and forced me to leave. Then they told me that they were going to take me to Parkland Hospital to get assistance. They played games for 3 hours. So I tried to go to the back and talk to the party he was speaking with. They said, don't come back here. To go back up to the front. I said, sir, if they're going to help me, how can they help me if I can't speak to them? So after 3 hours later, after it was dark and I was already terrified, they came back up to the front and gave me a bus pass to a homeless shelter in Fort Worth. And I was in Dallas. And it was only for 1 day shelter, a 24-hour shelter. So here's the thing, what I'm not understanding is why if the family place on camera footage would deprive me of safety living on their property to escape abuse. And what can you do today if I fear my safety and I think that I'm in danger today to protect me, since it wasn't done when I lived on property? That happened, that was May 26, 2019. And I've been trying to get assistance from you guys all that time, and you guys have been playing games. I tried to speak with the coordinator. I tried to get housing. They played games and wouldn't call me back. There's another location. All of your locations have mistreated me and covered for crimes and threatened the police because I wanted services. Ever since that car sped up like it was going to hit me, May 26, 2019, when I got put out, you guys have been playing games and denying services ever since then. If I fear my safety right now today, how can you protect me?
Have you completed a screening?
Do you need my information? I just want to know how you can protect me. What do you do? Do you need my information to see what's done?
No, I need to just gather a couple of information from you. Complete a screening over the phone. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay. And what was your name again?
It's Kiana Clark. Well, there was interference with child custody crimes, which is a felony that multiple parties in the government are covered for. I'm targeted. So they have scammed to keep me away from my children out of corruption. The first party I had, the middle child, I had a custody agreement, and they just would not enforce that custody agreement out of corruption. The second one, since they didn't enforce the first custody agreement, then the second one, they schemed to sabotage my child custody rights. And they also cover for child abuse. It's just so I can be away from my daughter. So now I'm on supervised visits out of corruption. And then they're denying me those out of corruption. And that's not even legal. The police department and the government.
Okay. And you're needing, I guess my question was for, what's going on.
Oh, I don't feel safe
regards
because I
to
have a gun
domestic
pulled on
violence.
me, ran off the road, attacks, robberies, stalking. The government's enlisted in the stalking. They have 100 and something reports they won't investigate. They incorporate parties in my environment to be part of schemes and abuse, so they can
Okay, ma'am. So I need,
cause havoc and railroad me.
right. So,
Hack my
I
phone
need,
network, which
like,
is a
a relation.
crime.
I'm sorry?
They hack my phone network, which is a crime. It happens. I get the trouble, like getting ran off the road and amazing traffic and different things. I get violated every day. That's why I want safety. Threatening calls to text, multiple.
You said they're making threats?
Yes, she's muted. See, what they're trying to do is try to convince you guys that they're actually
Hello?
trying to help. Hold on, they're not.
Hello?
It's control. Yes, ma'am.
Did you say they were making threats?
Yes, threatening calls. I've been threatening the person. I've been threatening on the phone, and text. Police will not
And what zip
investigate
code
like
are you
100 and
calling
something
from?
reports. I'm sorry.
What zip code are you calling from?
I'm not in a safe location. I'd like to be placed in a safe environment. I'm in Dallas in that zip code that I gave you.
Okay. And then are you seeking shelter for yourself only?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, can you repeat what you said?
I'm sorry?
What did you say?
I said I'm going to put you on a brief hold and I'm going to check to see if we have any space.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I muted her. They're full. They've been full for years. All of them. If they weren't full, they were putting me out when I was gone and scheming. They're full. Let's see. And when there's a procedure, if they're full, they're supposed to put you in a hotel in a safe environment. They won't. I don't. Why would all these attorneys deny me representation and I'm trying to pay them? But you can get away with it because, like I said, most of the population don't realize that your calls can be counterfeited. And that's how they're getting away with identity theft. If you have a lot of money and they can target you, they can simulate your calls and they make you think that you're talking to people that you're not. How did I find this out? Because these calls were too mysterious. You don't call all over the United States and get violated. When I wasn't recording, they were way out of control. Now that they know I'm recording, they're trying to convince you guys that they're the authentic calls and I'm delusional. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so at this time, our shelter is completely at capacity. Did you want me to assist you with additional resources to other shelters?
Oh, you're full? You're full, been
Yes,
full
well,
for
at this
years. But here's the problem, man. I talked to some people on the streets, and you told me you guys were full, and then people got into your shelter like you were lying to me.
was that today?
Well, this has been a process because you guys have been full for years, and you deny me the right to be able to call me and tell me when you have availability. Which, if someone is begging for their life, you guys won't do that. But what other resources? I fear. I don't know why I would be interrupted, ma'am. I fear my safety, ma'am. I've told you guys repeatedly that, and it's been ignored for years. And evidence of that you're aware of that is when the car sped up like it was going to hit me when I was crossing the street on your camera footage. And I told you that your staff didn't follow procedure, and the police came and had me moved May 26, 2019. I have the dates and forced me to go to the bridge where I had to sleep outside terrified. So what is the procedure if you guys have been full years? I was told that you were supposed to offer me a hotel stays if you're full or place me in a safe environment. Why have you guys denied that for years?
Ma'am? Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, so we do not have space right now, and unfortunately, that does change on a daily basis.
Ma'am, this has happened for years for multiple different parties. What I think that we're deflecting, I fear my life. Can you please help me?
Did you want me to share another resource I could possibly have?
What can you do? Because for years, everywhere I call gives me no other numbers and denies me services. What can you do at this location, ma'am? I fear my life. I've stated it over and over for years.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, we do not have the space available right now, but I can give you the other.
Okay, so are you denying me all the services that you have there? Let me tell you what you're supposed to offer. Since I have to do this every call. Let me tell you what you're supposed to be doing on this call since you're refusing to do your job duty. I don't know why I would experience this routinely for years. So one moment and I'll tell you what you're supposed to be doing. Hold on. Just one moment. I'm looking up what you're supposed to be doing. So, okay. Yes. It's a 24-hour... Ma'am, I'm got to let you know what you're supposed to be doing, ma'am. Hold on. You offer 24-hour crisis hotline, emergency shelter. It doesn't say if you're full that you deny it. It says crisis counseling for adults and children. Let me go ahead because multiple parties don't know when I call. You offer transitional housing, which they lied about.
Okay, ma'am. Did you want me to share this other resource? Because I do have other calls coming in as well.
Well, ma'am, this has been a pattern for multiple different organizations. If my abuser in the government is allowed to be conspirators in the abuse and keep me from any avenue to escape my abuser and escape them, this is criminal. You can't consistently keep getting away with hacking a phone network, going through the providers and depriving a person begging for their life to the degree that you stalk them at churches and drag them out of them and throw them on concrete for begging at their life at a church. So if someone is sick enough to... She hung up. Oh, you still here? Okay, it looked like you hung up. So I don't understand why you would just refer me to other places instead of giving me the services that you offer.
Ma'am.
You're not... I need to speak with your supervisor because I don't know why this keeps happening call after call.
I'm sorry?
I don't know why this keeps happening call after call. I fear my safety and I want to get in a safe environment. And I don't know why you would deprive me of the services that you offer. You're not supposed to just refer me to another place.
Offer additional resources to other domestic violence shelters that could possibly...
Right, but this has been going on years, ma'am. Everywhere I call, denies services and refers me to another location. I want services that you offer. Why are you depriving me of the ability to stay at a hotel? You provide that service. Why are you denying that? Why are you denying a safety plan?
We do not have hotels at this time.
Well, when you did have them, you haven't had them for years or space.
We do. When we do have space, right now we don't.
Well, this is... I've been trying to... I just want the world to see. I've been doing this years. Years, and they have came up with cons and schemes. Years.
So let me place you on a brief hold.
Years.
And, did you want me to share
They have been fooled for years, all of them. If they weren't... I wasn't getting assaulted and drug out of the places and handcuffed. I just want you guys to see the scheme. And he wants to get me back into that. That's why he enticed my job to cause problems and conflict in every area. How long are they going to keep getting away with this sickness? He's already keeping me away from my family and all kind of other chaos. Now he wants to interrupt the job. Well, how do I know? It sounds incredible. They are lying. Multiple staff are blatantly lying. And this has been a rodeo a large percentage of my life. I already knew that I wasn't going to get services. I've been going through this rodeo years not getting them. That's why I knew it was a scheme. So I'll hang up because I don't even know if it's a real call. All day long, getting games and denied services. You just have witnessed it all day. I have been going through this years.